Hey guys, Alaudin here from Jazzy Marketing. In this video, I just wanted to share with you guys my overview or comparison of two managed cloud hosting platforms. I've been with Cloudways since August of 2017, so this is something that I've been using for some time now. And recently, I wanted to start a new project, Fusion Marketers, and I thought, it would be a good time to test out some of these new services that I've come across. And one of them is Runcloud. I'll be doing another review of another service afterwards. But for now, we're just going to compare it, Runcloud to Cloudways. Okay. So they're both managed hosting services, and basically you can have your server itself with many of the providers like DigitalOcean and Linode and whatnot, and basically they manage your server security and performance and all of that, so you don't really have to get into understanding how to manage a server itself. So Cloudways, the way that works is basically, let me go to the pricing actually. So this is Cloudways pricing. So what they do is they actually include the DigitalOcean or Linode or whatever the server you're using for the platform. They include that in their service. So they are billing you for the DigitalOcean server or the Linode server. So, on DigitalOcean, you might find this 1 GB, 1 core for $5, but Cloudways, since they're doing the management on top, they bump it up to $10. And same thing here. This server on DigitalOcean would be $10, but here on Cloudways, it's $12 because, again, they're providing you the interface and also support. So that's why the prices here would be more expensive because you're adding their layer up on top. Now, compare that to Runcloud. Here, they're not charging you for the server itself. They're just charging for their service. So whatever the cost is for your server. So in our case here, let's say for the $5 on DigitalOcean, you would add the 667. So you actually end up paying, $11.67 per month. But as you move to the pro plan, then this becomes more cost effective. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to test it out, see if it was worth it. So now let me actually just jump in and show you my account on Cloudways. And basically, I do WordPress and Drupal hosting and management and updates. So in Cloudways, I really like the fact, and this is what I really wanted to show you guys, that, you can have, once you have a server up and you have a site up as well, and you've configured it, let's say this is like my default Drupal, and I've gone in and made all the changes that I do, or like my core plugins and modules and whatever that I usually install. I can have it all configured. This could be my template site, and I can literally come here and I can clone it, and I can clone it to the same server, or I can clone it to a different server, and that different server can be with any of the different companies, DigitalOcean or Linode or whatever. So this part I really, really like. Okay. And then the other aspect of it is also, even though, I might have 10 different applications on one server, I can have a backup of each application. So one website backs up on its own, and with one click, you can restore that one website to that backup. It's not a one-click backup of the whole server. You're doing one-click restore of one application at a time. So again, that to me is really powerful. So let me actually just go in and show you. So in this case, like on the backup side of things, if I go into backup and restore, this would be where you would go in for that one application, and you can go and restore just this website. That to me is critical, and this is why paying $5 more or $10 more for this service is well worth it, because it's including backups for you, and it's including server management and performance. And if you do need this support, they have been pretty good to me. So I haven't had any issues with them over the last couple of years, 2.5 years that I've been with them. So overall, I'm really happy with it. Wanted to give this new service a try. So let me actually log in now into Runcloud. So here, basically, you connect to your own DigitalOcean account in this case. So I spun up a brand new DigitalOcean server, and then you go in and you get that connected to this service, and then they do their server management. The main issue that I had with this service was, again, backups. I mean, that to me is one of the most critical aspects of managing my own servers and maintaining my own sites. That is to have redundant backups. So within WordPress or within Drupal, I use the plugins to do the site backups. So those are configured within the application. So like in WordPress, I use Updraft. And then I also like to have at the server level. So kind of like where I was showing you, this backup is done at the server level. And Runcloud also has that backup service. But to me, being a project manager, this is something that I thought really highlighted the difference between technical functionality and implementing a functional feature. So in my case here, I wanted to show you guys. I go into instances. I'm under backups. So a web application file management is backed up here. And then I go under databases, and then the database backup happens separately from the file backup. The issue with that is I have it set up to take backups every 12 hours. So in our case, for the backup, let me go here, backup files. So here are the backup files. So if I were to look at the backup here from, let's say, this is the deletion date. So the backup date here is 12/26 and 1947. That's the time for this backup, right? So if I wanted to restore my instance of this website using their backup, it is very convoluted. And let me show you what I mean. So remember this time, 12/26, 1947. Okay. So now let's go back into instances, and let's go under database. 12/26. I have nothing close to 1947. So the closest backup of the database I have from the 26th is 4 hours old. So 1947, 1514. So if I were to restore using that file and this database, they are 4 hours apart, and this is just not acceptable. So for me, I cannot recommend this service, because the whole point of having a managed service and having this backup functionality is to have that additional assurance of, if one backup fails, I want to be able to have this additional backup. And to me, this is a big fail. All right. So now if we go back to the pricing model, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to leave it running because, I do have, they do provide a free forever account. So I was like, for now, I'm just going to leave it running. I spent the whole week or whatever trying to test it out, not really ready to try to migrate, because I was thinking I had a free version. I can just let it run for a couple of months till I have more time. But unfortunately, that is also a big fail in regards to how they are marketing the free version. So let me show you again in the server itself. Actually, I have a screenshot. So once my trial ended, I've been downgraded to the free version, but then the free version does not have the backup, even though they say they have 30 GB of free backup. I guess that's for the premium account. So I'm not going to complain there about their pricing. That's fine. So this is the part that really I found annoying, because they're claiming this is a free version and you should be able to manage your one server still, right? Even without the backups, would make sense that they would want to charge. So let's say if I wanted to go in and manage this server, I wanted to change the PHP. All right, so here I am in the PHP settings for this application, and all I wanted to do was go in and change the max execution time from 30 to 60, update my services. It says, please upgrade your subscription to use this function. All right, so I have really no idea what they mean by manage one server, unlimited one application. This is just the most ridiculous free level that you can have. To me, this is dishonest. If you're going to let me manage the server, let me update my server settings from here, right? Otherwise, there's no reason for me to be on this platform. And that is exactly what I will be doing next, moving this one site that I had spent time setting up on this server using this service. So coming back to comparing them with Cloudways, you're going to love this. Cloudways WordPress Migrator. So moving the site from any hosting service that you might be using right now, if it's a WordPress website and you want to migrate it to Cloudways, they have a plugin that works really nice. So moving your WordPress website into a Cloudways ecosystem is just going to be a really easy job. And I think if you're a brand new customer, they even do that for you. So there you have it. There's my review. I'll end it there. I'm going to be sticking with Cloudways for now. Talk to you later. Bye.